Hello and welcome to episode 18 of Socially Hawkward. I am Jason, your host, and with me here is Jeffrey.
Hello.
We are once again minus Coons today for work-related reasons, but I think this is the last one. I think he'll be back
I
on the
wouldn't bet on
regular
it.
regular
I
schedule
wouldn't put money on it.
next week. So just get right into the playoffs, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's really the gist of this one. I mean,
That's the meat.
it's really
It's really
man.
tough.
News is
Yeah.
it's slim pickings these
Especially
days.
the less teams that are in, it's just getting harder and harder.
Yeah, it's just like refs fucked up again, and Boston's in the finals. Who would have thought that?
Yeah,
A lot of people probably.
That's let's start with Boston because that series is over. For Carolina to get swept, that's insane.
Boy, did they play a good period though.
So the Islanders swept Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Then Carolina swept the Islanders. Then Boston swept Carolina.
So San Jose has to beat St. Louis because if St. Louis sweeps Boston, I just quit. That's just That's a depressing thought.
Yeah, it just seemed like Carolina forgot how to play.
Except for that first period in game was game 4, I think, right?
Yeah, but Rask crushed their spirits.
Rask just said no, and then Carolina's like, "Okay, you're right."
So
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, they had a good run.
yeah, I definitely didn't expect them to get as far as they did,
think
honestly.
They expected to get as far as they did.
The scary part, though, like they have this trend where if they get into the playoffs, they make it pretty far.
Let's say, when was the last time they made it to the playoffs? 2008?
I think it was
2009?
06.
No, that was the year they won it, wasn't it? I think it was 2009 or 10.
Could be 9 then, yeah.
I don't think they made it very far that year.
They made it to the conference final.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, every time they make it in, they make it pretty far, but then they like go on a hiatus for a few years at least. It's like they don't make the playoffs back-to-back years ever.
Did you see that video of it was game 4 or whatever? I don't know if Carolina just lost, they're about to lose, but there was an old couple that were Carolina fans, and then they were kind of surrounded by Boston fans.
Oh, yeah.
The video starts after things get heated up, but
Oh, yeah, I'm sure a lot of shit
the old
was
lady
said.
just slapped this like 30-year-old guy,
Yeah, and the guy just like is shocked.
and the old guy's just flipping off the camera. It's just like, what the fuck did these people say?
I mean, I'm
to piss off
sure
this old couple.
I'm sure they got a lot of shit.
I'm sure. Like, I don't think either party's innocent.
Yeah.
Like, wow, do you really slap the guy? I'm pretty sure that actually, I know the Boston fans got escorted out. I would assume the Carolina fans got escorted out as well. But I only saw I only read that the Boston fans there got escorted out.
I mean, every team has stupid fans.
But it wasn't
so-
Carolina, so. Oh yeah, like, I remember when we went to the St. Louis Game 7 for the Hawks like 2 years ago or whatever. Like, the Hawks fans there were kind of assholes. St. Louis fans though, not that terrible.
Yeah.
They were like bearable. It was weird. St. Louis still sucks though. So
But I guess after the game, Justin Williams sat in his uniform for quite a while, making everyone think that this might be his final season. He might finally retire.
I mean, he's old. So.
But he's still performing, though. He still is doing
He's
great.
like just be tired. Like,
Yeah.
and honestly, like, he didn't win, but he's won before, and he took this team and
Does he have a cup?
Yeah, he won with he has yeah, he won with
Is it LA? Yeah. Yeah.
I don't. Where did he go after LA?
He might have. Was he on the Carolina teams when they won? Because he was on Carolina before.
No,
This is his second stint with Carolina.
I don't know.
It's very possible he won with Carolina also.
He's just probably tired. I mean, like, as far as ending, like, if you end on this season as a whole, like, especially like taking this Carolina team, like, I feel like that's a pretty good season to end on. I mean, that last series, obviously, you hope not even necessarily saying that you need to win that last series, but you hope you put up a little bit more of a fight than that. But overall, I mean, I feel like that's a pretty satisfying way to end your career.
Yeah, especially knowing the team probably will do something to where it doesn't make the playoffs next year, just because that's what they do.
He's 37 right now. He'd be 38 at the start of next season.
It would really just be a personal decision. I mean, I'm sure Carolina would sign him back in a second.
I think he did win that cut with Carolina. He was with Carolina in 04, 05, 06, 07, 08.
Yeah, so they won in 06. So.
And then he went to the teens, and then he was in Washington.
Oh right.
Oh no,
yeah. He didn't win it with Washington.
no,
though.
but he was with Carolina last year.
Right.
Yeah, but he was with Washington. So he's been on some good teams. He's got 2 cups probably.
Quietly a really good career.
Yeah, I mean he was. Do you know where he started his career?
I didn't know he was anywhere before Carolina, honestly.
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
He played a couple seasons there too. Played
Where?
like 2.5. Philly.
Huh.
Don't really see him as a Philly guy.
No, well, he played like a Philly guy in that one game.
I wonder when he
Was it game 3 where he went crazy and just started
with
taking cheap
Martian
shots and everyone?
stuff.
He took like 3 penalties in that
Yeah,
first
he was
period.
probably just annoyed. Do you think he was drafted in the first round?
No,
No?
I don't think so.
I mean, I know the answer.
I don't think he was.
He was.
Really?
Uh,
Late first?
barely.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
28th.
Okay, not bad.
I wonder, what was that, the 2000 draft? NHL 2000.
What are you looking at?
I'm just
Who
curious.
the
Yeah.
top pick was?
This is what we end up doing. Oh, let's talk about this player. When were they drafted? Oh, who else was in that draft?
2000. That's
a while ago.
was he in Joe Thornton's draft?
I don't know when Thornton was taken. Wasn't Thornton not taken in the first round?
I have no idea.
I mean, they're about the same age, so that sounds about right. If he was, Thornton was not taken in the first round. Do you even want to try and guess who the first round pick was? First overall pick? And I'm going to tell you, there's no way in hell. I'll give you $1,000 if you guess this. I won't, because I don't have it. But I would, if I had $1,000, I'd bet $1,000 that you would never guess this person. You know of him, and I'll even tell you that he should have bust.
Oh, big bust.
Bid bust.
Yakupov. No.
Heatley was taken in that draft. Gabrick was taken in that draft. Hartnell. I'm just tossing random names out there. I haven't said his name. But Heatley was second. Gabrick was third. Rafi Torres was taken in this draft. Oh my god. 5th overall. Ugh, disgusting.
Rafi Torres was 5th overall.
To the
Jesus
Islanders.
Christ.
Yeah.
No, I can't even think of a name, honestly.
I'll goalie.
Oh, is it DiPietro?
Yeah. There's no way you would have thought of that.
No. No.
There's just no way.
I knew he was a first overall, but I couldn't nail down a year.
Yeah, exactly. And when was the last time? I couldn't even tell you when he stopped playing in the NHL. Just because,
I think he's still getting paid.
Is he still getting paid
By the Islanders?
Probably. Is he still playing?
Then he signed
Most
a
definitely not.
16, 17-year deal.
He
He was basically the poster boy for putting a cap on him the amount of years you could sign a deal.
Wait, what was that? I don't know how to spell his name actually.
Let's sound it out.
No, it didn't work. It didn't work.
Dipietro.
Autocorrect's screwing me over right now.
I think.
Stop it, autocorrect. Alright, he's 37 right now. He's retired.
Yeah, no shit.
Still, yeah, he's technically like his.
Still
Oh my
getting
god, he
paid
signed
by
a
the Islanders.
15-year contract.
Told you. It was insane.
God. Who signed this? Was it the Islanders?
Islanders.
In 2006, at that point, you had to know. They probably thought they like just goalies. They take a while to.
I don't even
develop.
think he had like a great season.
That's what I'm saying. Well, based on the number he signed for a year, they're probably thinking like, oh, goalies take a while to develop. Like we're probably getting a huge steal. We're gonna sign him to this ridiculous contract. 15 years. How much money a year did he make?
Was it like 6 mil?
No, it's less.
5?
4.5. How do you sign like? Even if you're that player, I mean, I will say, go back in time. Like now, a goalie signs for. That's probably actually a lot for a goalie then, right?
Oh yeah.
Because right now, like if
20. That's almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, it signed in 2006.
Yeah.
2006.
So like 15 years ago.
Well,
14.
no, but
Something. I'm not.
Yeah, that was probably considered a lot still though. Like Crawford's making what, 6 mil right now?
That's like.
So 4.5 is like whoa.
That's like the Hawks giving Delia a 15-year.
Yeah.
15-year, $7 million
Yeah,
deal.
I feel like that's actually exactly what that is. Like thinking like, oh yeah, Delia, like yeah, he had that, and honestly, I think it's worse.
You think it'd be worse than that?
I think Delia, it would make a little more sense because he's shown flashes of.
I think
Do you think he did? I mean, yeah, I guess
he
he
probably
did
showed
too.
something, but
Maybe. Oh, 15
man.
years. Wow.
that explains why the Islanders have been bad for a while.
Well, because of stupidity.
Yeah.
So there's still buyout history. Yeah, they're definitely still buying him out until. Guess how long they're gonna be?
23?
Huh?
2023?
No.
Longer? Jesus Christ.
29.
Oh my God.
1.5 though, and it's a zero cap hit at this point. Like it's no hit against the cap, but they're paying him 1.5 mil.
Dude, that's not a bad fucking deal to just be getting paid 1.5 mil a year for nothing.
Like he didn't have to do hurt or I mean he probably got hurt, but like how long ago did he stop playing?
I don't think he played much on that contract.
There's no way.
I think he only played like maybe 3 years.
I mean, he was drafted in 2000.
4 years.
That's a young goalie too at that age. I mean, he's probably like 24 at
Well,
this
2000
time.
he was 18.
You're assuming he's 18, but yeah, I see what you're saying. And then 6 years later,
he signed that contract.
so he's 24.
Yeah.
You signed your first and last contract.
You signed him until he was 39.
Yeah.
Like, even if they didn't buy him out, they'd still be paying him.
Yeah.
Wow.
It took me a second to get my head wrapped around that. Oh, that was fun.
God damn.
Who else was drafted that year?
I don't think it was a strong draft class.
Oh, no,
I'm pretty sure
Heatley,
Denny
that's
Heatley
right.
was
I mean,
the top, and that
Rafi
was really
Torres
it.
went 5th, so.
Gabrick going 3rd. That's...
Oh, yeah, I feel like Heatley's the best player in that draft.
Well, since we already made
That was
our way
first
to
round.
draft classes, let me just get this out of the way real quick. So the 2015 draft class.
The McDavid draft class.
Yes. I have 15 players on here that are like pretty freaking good.
Was Point taken in that year?
Nope.
Oh, really?
I think Point might have been taken the year after. But you got McDavid,
Yeah, you got Eichel, obviously.
Eichel.
You told me Strome was after that already, so I'm just going to go ahead and say Strome's after.
He's actually not even on this graphic I got here.
Oh, so you
But yeah,
have a whole
Dylan Strome
graphic.
was...
Okay. I mean,
I'm not going in order at all.
I thought you were looking at the draft and just...
No, it's just
I realized what you're... Yeah,
a picture of 15 players from that draft class
Okay.
that
Honestly,
are really good.
I'm sure...
And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 defensemen.
I'd say you're a lot better at, like, pinpointing players when they were drafted.
Well,
Because how old is McDavid right now? 22, 23?
2, I believe. He might be turning 23.
'Cause this is 2015. He was 18, I would assume. So he should be Oh, he just He's 22 because he had his 21st birthday last season, right, in Vegas. That whole thing.
Right.
So he's gotta be 22. His
Yeah, he's
birthday's in like
22.
February or something. Piecing this together. So he's gotta be 22. So who's 22 right now?
Well, let's just say this.
I think
a
Point's
lot of them are RFAs
older.
this year.
Well, yeah, because they didn't
They're all
sign a mega
they're
deal.
almost all RFAs this year.
Oh,
yeah.
I see what you're saying though. Well, so
I think
Point's
they're all
not.
RFAs, honestly.
Point wasn't drafted then.
No. I mean, he could. Let me.
Marner then was.
Marner's up there. I could look up if Point was in that draft.
I mean, you would think he'd be in whatever draft you're looking at if he was. I don't know. And there's defensemen and stuff. You're making me think too much. It's like
You got Sebastian Aho,
okay, yeah. I wasn't
Matthew Barzal,
Barzal. Yeah. Oh, is
Brock
he?
Besser.
Is Barzal a free agent after this year?
He's an RFA.
Oh, really?
He might have signed already. I'm not sure.
I don't think he did. So I feel like
No,
we
they
would've-
probably have to sign him in the offseason.
I feel like we would have made a bigger deal about how much he signed for if
yeah.
he did. 'Cause
Yeah, 'cause I don't-
I'm really curious actually what that number ends up being.
I don't think it'll be too crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
I think
don't
it should
think
be
it
a
should
bridge
be.
deal.
I think it will be though.
I think he signs a bridge.
I think the team's gonna try and get him on like
I think
7-8 year like
The
6
team
mil.
will try, but I don't think he'll.
I think
do
they're gonna
that.
try and get 7-ish mil for 8 years.
And I think he comes back at like
2 years, 4 mil, 5 mil.
maybe 3 years, 5 mil.
I mean that's smart. I mean that makes sense for both sides too because you're saving cap for at least 3 years. I understand why if they really think he.
I think it definitely benefits the team to sign him to a big contract right now.
If they can get him for less
But
than
I
if
think-
they can get him for less than 8 mil. I don't know if he'll end up being a 9
Even
mil
at
player.
8 mil's not bad.
That's what I'm saying. 8 or less.
Oh, I thought you said less than 8.
Well, I'll take 7.9 mil. But anyways, who else is in this?
There's Brock Besser,
yeah.
Shabbat,
Shabbat. Oh, jeez.
Kyle Connor,
Wow. Okay.
Konechny, who's probably not.
He was drafted that year.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's young.
He really this was his breakout year though.
Konechny, and then there's DeBrusque, who are probably, and Timo Meyer's been breaking out lately.
Yeah.
Konechny and DeBrusque are probably like a level below everyone else. And
I think
and
Meyer-
Hannafin's in there too.
I think Meyer may have signed already. Did he not?
Um,
I'll look it up. I'm curious.
I don't
about
know. If he did, he fucked up because he's had a great season and great
that. Playoffs alone. Yeah. No, he didn't. I'm wrong.
Then you got Werwinski,
Oh, sorry.
Provorov, and Rantanen.
That's a lot of players.
That's 15.
They're all restricted
top
free
players.
agents. Oh yeah, they're all restricted
Well,
free agents. Yeah.
That's
That's
it's like 12 top players.
man, like just send a few offer sheets out, guys. Let's have some fun. With
Let's
it.
have some fun. Send offer sheets out to everyone.
You did an offer sheet. You did an offer sheet. Everyone gets an offer sheet.
I really wish like offer sheets would become a thing.
Like, why, if you're the Hawks, what's the problem with? Actually, that's what the problem with is. If you're offer sheeting someone and that player signs said offer sheet, unless that team really has some cap issues, they're probably just gonna sign it or match the offer. I mean, so the only way to beat them at actually getting the player and getting the offer sheet is by overpaying, and so it's kind of a lose. The team that should get him isn't getting him, and then the team that is getting him is overpaying for him.
Right.
So I mean, it made sense why they're not.
Well, what you
You really have to look at the teams. And
you do it to a team like Toronto who
Toronto
has a few RFAs, so you send contracts to both. If there's two guys you like, you send contracts to both of them.
that's what San Jose did to the Hawks.
Yeah, basically.
Look at how it turned out for them.
Yeah,
They got
it's
Niemi.
hit or miss. Yeah, but it's worth a shot though.
Were you upset when the Hawks chose Jalmerson over Niemi?
At the time,
Yeah,
I was a little surprised.
I would have went Niemi. Same fucking God, I'm not in charge.
Yeah,
I would have 100% went Niemi, and oh man, that would have been rough.
I wasn't as deep into hockey.
Yeah, we didn't follow as much as we do now,
Yeah.
but still. just like being a casual fan is like, oh my god, my team just won the cup. Like, oh, like how do you not keep your? And even if the Sharks don't offer Sheet Niemi, the Huts probably end up somehow finding a way to keep both Niemi and Jalmerson. Like I think everyone else obviously still goes because they went regardless, but I think they find a way to keep both. Like I'm pretty sure they want to keep Niemi.
Sebastian Aho is drafted in the second round.
Oh my god! Did the Hawks have a draft pick in that year?
No,
No, they didn't. They not no because that was the
They didn't have a
2015.
first. Yeah, I know that. I'm looking to see if they even had
That
a second
that makes me
round.
feel a little
Let's
better.
see. They had they drafted Graham Knott,
Oh,
so nobody.
no one before Aho though.
No.
Who'd Carolina draft first round?
Oh.
I'm trying to think of who else is a free agent on their team.
Noah Hannafin.
Oh,
Probably
I mean,
flip those
that's
two.
yeah. I mean, but still, that's a good draft for them. You get Hannafin. You get what, a number 3, number 2 defenseman, and a
yeah.
top line center.
Potentially a number 2.
Yeah, realistically, a good number 3.
A superstar top line center though in the second
Yeah.
round.
Like I would say, so in terms of skill, is Hannafin something like not as far as like the type of player, but as far as just talent and potential go, like top 3, top 2 defensemen? Is that where you see like Bodquist or Bodine or Mitchell? Like, are they Hannafins to you? Are they better than a Hannafin? Worse than a Hannafin? I like Hannafin.
It's hard because
I know,
Hannafin's taken a long time to develop.
which he's still young.
He's still
obviously.
good.
He's still what, 22, 23?
He's not a bad defenseman.
He's still
22,
really
I
young.
believe.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he was drafted in 2015, so yeah.
he had so much hype. You expected him to be better than he is right now, which he still can be better.
I mean,
but-
he's still getting better, and I do like him a lot.
Or I guess you could compare Yoki Haru.
So you think Yuri Hari's same?
Probably on par.
He's right now.
Maybe a little
and
less.
But I mean, what the difference is, these guys are all about 3 years younger than Hannafin, obviously.
Right.
So they have a little bit more room to grow.
It's hard to tell. Like with prospects, you can compare style. You can't really compare value.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was just. It's not exact science, obviously. It's just I was curious, like if you think that it helps you gauge though, like level, like tier, I guess.
I don't know. I think Boquist would be definitely higher than Hannafin.
I saw someone say that they think Botis at this point has a 50-50 shot making the NHL at all.
Where'd you see that? Because I think I saw that too.
You know where
was
I
it on
saw
Capfriendly?
it. You know where I saw
I don't.
it.
Yeah, I don't understand what they were getting at there.
Next year, 50-50, sure. But overall, yeah, he's gonna break. He just had a great year in the OHL.
Yeah, I think I just ignored that comment
Like
when I was reading through them. I'm like, I'm just not even gonna.
He just had this great year in the OHL. Granted, his defense still needs work, but defense is something you can being good with the puck offensively and stuff. I feel like that just takes more pure talent and skill. Can you learn how to stick handle a little bit better? Sure, but just pure offensive instinct, like that's not teachable. But teaching like defensive positioning and just where to be and where your stick should be, like that stuff's very much teachable.
Yeah, it definitely helps. You could coach that.
Yeah, that's fixable, and he's been supposed like that's the number one thing they're obviously working on with him, and he's not. It's not like he's going to get worse.
Didn't they have Brian Campbell working with him?
I don't know if that's the. I mean, to be fair,
Brian Campbell
was
solid.
He just gets
Solid
negative because
career.
he got a little overpaid towards the end.
Yeah, he signed that big contract.
Yeah, but he
signed the Seabrook deal before Seabrook.
Yeah, if he turns into a Campbell, like Campbell in his prime,
Solid player.
probably solid number 2.
Yeah.
Not a great number 2, but a good number 2.
Yeah. If you
Really
have
good number 3, if that's your worst case scenario.
like if you in the Blackhawks Stanley Cup years, if you swapped out Campbell for Seabrook, I think the Hawks are just as good.
Wait, I'm sorry. Repeat that.
In the Stanley Cup years, you know how they got rid of Campbell after the first cup.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
If you get rid of Seabrook and keep Campbell, I think the Hawks are just as good.
I mean, that's like you said. That's hard because they play completely different than each other.
Yeah.
But I mean, I see what you're saying. The Seabrook, all those years was probably the Hawks' number 2.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not so much 13, 15. I bet you Jomerson was considered more the number 2.
We say 13, 15?
Yeah, the Stanley Cup years.
No, I think 13. It's Seabrook.
I mean, I guess Seabrook's decline really didn't start happening until...
Honestly, at probably 15, it might still be Seabrook.
Was 15 the year the Detroit... Which year was the Detroit...
I want to say that was...
Was that 13?
That was 10, I think.
No, that was not 10. Where Seabrook got that game win. And then that was the same series where Taze was, like, all pissed off the one game, and Seabrook was the one who, like...
Calmed him down. Yeah.
Hey, calm the fuck down, dude.
I think that was 10.
I don't think so. I'm very confident saying that was 13.
Because was Detroit wasn't in our conference by 13. Weren't they moved already?
I mean, that's a valid
So I
point.
think it was 10.
I still think it was 13, though. Because no, it was 13. Because I was living in the city. And in 2010, I clearly was not. 2013, I was. I know and because I remember we were at you weren't there, but we were at a bar. It was outside seating, and there were Detroit fans right behind us. It wasn't that game specifically, but I'm very confident it was 2013.
I thought Detroit was out by then. Like in the different moved conferences by then.
Well, unless they faced on the Stanley Cup final, which they did not.
No.
I mean, 2013. Final. Well, I'm gonna look that up really quick, but we should probably talk about the Sharks and unfortunately the Blues.
We can move over to the Sharks and Blues. So, well, as of right now, the series has turned again, and it's now St. Louis is up 3-2. They just destroyed San Jose. The last I saw, like we started recording this before it ended, but the last I saw, the score is 5-0.
And then there were only 2 minutes left in the game. So
yeah, they scored right before we came down. So
6-0 then?
No, 5.
Oh, okay.
That fifth one, yeah. Jaden Schwartz got the hat trick, and he officially has scored more goals in the playoffs than he did all regular season. But he was hurt for quite a bit of the regular season, though.
Did you see? Is it Peter DeBoer or whatever? Is that the coach for San Jose?
Yeah.
He's even He's even like getting mad that people are saying that they got lucky with the calls that they've been getting. And
I mean, just own it.
Yeah, it's just like
just own up to it. Yeah, we got lucky. Cool.
Yeah. I mean,
we'll take any break we can get.
Yeah, that doesn't mean they're not a good team.
Feel free to keep it up.
You can still be a good team and get lucky. Like it's a very possible thing, and he's just like, oh, I feel like that's not true.
The fact that,
and he's claiming he's like, we've gotten calls against us and this and that, calls that haven't gone our way. It's like, yeah, but did they keep you from getting eliminated, or did they eliminate you from the playoffs?
The fact that it happened in
just timing
elimination games twice,
and once in overtime in Game 3 of the St. Louis series.
Yeah, that one was. I don't know how they fucked that up.
It's just insane. Like,
so Game 3. Overtime. The Logan Couture actually scored and ended up
Carlson
end of the third.
End of the third. Yeah, you're right.
With like a minute left to tie it up.
Yeah,
and send it to overtime.
Awesome. Yeah.
And then they in overtime. Who do you remember who made? Is it Meyer did the hand pass?
I knew you were gonna ask. I'm
pretty sure it's Timo Meyer because I'm pretty sure he got credited with an assist.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It was Hurdle or Meyer. I know. I don't know which one.
I want to say it was Meyer. But anyways, he gloves the puck.
Obviously, too.
Like, yeah, very obviously. And I forgot
it doesn't hit anyone
who
else.
Picked it up.
Carlson scored.
Carlson scores, but I think someone else takes it and passes to him.
Oh, you're right. I mean, I'm
he does a hand pass to I forget who, and then Carlson scores the basically an empty net.
Meyer to Nyquist to Carlson.
Okay, yeah. So Meyer gloves it over. Nyquist gets it. Nothing. No one touches it in between. Like,
And even if someone did touch it in between, it still wouldn't have mattered. You have to gain possession. Yeah, like if a Blues player touched it, it doesn't matter. They have to actually have possession to negate the.
it'd be at least understandable then, though.
To miss it, yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, no one else touches the puck. Nyquist gets the puck, which immediately should be a whistle for a hand pass.
mm-hmm.
Passes it over to Carlson, and honestly, Binnington was being way too aggressive on that. Anyways, he should not have been as far out of the net as he was, thinking Nyquist was gonna shoot.
Probably. I mean,
but yeah,
Can't
it's
really-
basically an empty net.
can't really blame
And-
Binnington.
They all celebrate. Everyone gets off the ice. Didn't they actually like call everyone back?
I think they did, and the rest were all huddled up for a little bit, but they ended up.
They called a
calling
good goal on the ice. Then
Yeah,
didn't they deem that it can't be reviewed?
which I mean, under how the rules are, unfortunately, like,
So-
I don't see how every single ref missed that.
Yeah,
But
especially because it directly involves the puck.
yeah,
Like, shouldn't there at least be one ref watching the puck?
I know the closest ref had his like everyone's saying, like he had his vision blocked, that for sure. So it's like, okay, but he's not the only ref. Like, I can understand that it happens. It's just the thing that makes this worse is this isn't the first, like, these playoffs with the calls.
We're
have
basically
been
just
insane.
eliminating,
Like,
making it easy for the NHL to decide which refs are going to move on to the next round. Because
it's just if this was the only, like, really bad call, people would have gone over, especially since it was Game 3 and not Game 7, like the Vegas and the Colorado. It being Game 3, people would have been upset. They would have gone over it. But because it's previous stuff that's happened before this, it's just like, come on.
it's all for the same team.
It's rough.
But Petrangelo, after the game, said
Yeah.
he didn't get an
This was a good
explanation
one.
other than, guess there's two different rules for two different teams.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
Sure, they'll lose some sleep tonight after looking at it all.
Do you think that they should just make every time there's a goal scored, make the play reviewable then?
If it's in overtime, yeah, I think
Even if it's
might
not
as well just
overtime,
review
though.
it. No, I don't think. There's no point in. I feel like review every single goal. You know how much longer that would make the games?
Not really. I mean, I'm not saying like for offsides or anything like that. Like we said before, if you're in the zone for more than like a minute, like offsides doesn't fucking matter.
What I think they should do is, if a play, if like something like that leads to a goal, they should be able to, like, directly leads to a goal.
So like
they should
pretty
be
much
able
within
to.
10 seconds.
Well, yeah, like within probably 10,
If
15
there's
seconds.
a penalty, like, and not something behind the play, but if it's something that directly relates to that goal being put into the net,
Right.
and it's 20 seconds before the puck is put into the net, then it's not a good goal. They need to do something. I'm not saying that they should make everything reviewable, but that something needs to be changed. And it's I don't really blame the refs that much because it's a fast sport. They're not going to see everything. Like, I don't understand how they missed it, but at the same time, like, it's fast. People are staying by. You lose sight of the puck. Like, a player staying by you for a second. Like, you lose sight of that puck, and then you have to find it again. Like, that puck's not big, so you lose sight of it. And just like goalies, that's why people string goalies. Like, that puck's small, you lose sight.
Well, and
It's hard to track it again.
and most teams' gloves are black.
And exactly. So it's like maybe it hit, maybe it just went right by. It's hard.
Well, I mean, this one
I know
clearly
this one should have.
he hit it. Like,
But it's just like they definitely need some sort of help. And from my understanding is, refs aren't completely against like reviews and whatnot. Like they want to make sure they get the call right. So I don't know. That's just from what I read, though.
well, it doesn't seem to be hurting St. Louis in any way. Now that they've won the
Seriously.
next 2
Now
games
they're up
after that.
3-2.
Yeah.
And like we say that the Sharks the Sharks shouldn't be here. Vegas should be here. I had Vegas going to the Stanley Cup final. Beside the point, I still want the Sharks to win just because as a Hawks fan, I don't
What
want
was
St.
the
Louis to win.
other? I don't remember what the other play was.
Colorado. Was it the offside? It was offsides, right?
Yeah, where his skate was a millimeter
Landeskog,
off the
I
ice
think.
while he was going for a change.
Landeskog was the one offside, based supposedly.
Yeah.
And then, the penalty where San Jose scored 10 goals in 5 minutes or whatever they actually scored.
4 goals in 4 minutes.
4 or 5, 6. What's the matter? They won. The fact that Vegas even tied that game was insane.
Yeah.
I don't know how they were just not deflated and defeated.
Like
at that point.
if it's Vegas, Colorado, I think Vegas wins pretty easily.
Oh, you're talking about the Vegas Colorado series,
Right. If Vegas ends up beating
I think
San Jose,
Vegas.
I think Vegas.
I would be much more intrigued by a Vegas Boston series than a Boston St. Louis series.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch St. Louis.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I don't
It
find
makes me a
them-
Boston fan, I guess.
Besides Binnington doing well, it's just not fun to watch. I
Yeah,
like
if-
Tarasenko scoring goals. He's cool, I guess.
If San Jose loses, I just hope Boston destroys them.
Unfortunately, 'cause I felt like that way at the beginning of the playoffs, where it's like, I don't care
If
Boston
San Jose is
wins.
gonna lose, I hope they lose the next game.
Just,
Don't push it to 7. Just lose so Boston doesn't have too much time off.
It doesn't matter. They have the schedule set already, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, that's true. They already know when the first
Right?
game's gonna be.
Yeah, they already have the schedule done.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Boston has 11 days
11
off.
days off. No,
Jesus.
14, isn't it?
Is it more? No, I think it was 11.
I know the one year the Hawks had like 10 or 11. I think it was 2013.
That's tough. That's tough. You're going almost 2 weeks.
I mean, they're practicing, obviously, but it's not the same as playoff hockey. You definitely lose that intensity. I mean, it might be good for them at the same time, though. I mean,
I don't get why they give that much time off. Like even if this series does go 7 games,
Well,
that's still giving
how
a
long
lot of
does
time off.
when did that series end? It ended like 4 days ago, 5 days ago. And then if this series goes to 7,
2 more games. That's 4 more days.
so today's Sunday, so Thursday. That alone is most of the time.
And then you start the next series Saturday.
They probably want to give St. Louis or San Jose like a day or two. Of
No,
rest.
that is a day or 2.
Well,
of
you know what I
rest.
mean. Like, they just want them
that's
to.
that's the benefit of sweeping. Like,
Yeah,
get your
I
shit
agree.
done early then.
You destroy that team as soon as possible. God dang it. Oh god. Do you have anything else? I'm honestly done with playoff talk.
The only other thing I had written down was Brendan Shanahan signing a 6-year extension with the Leafs.
He's the president
Yeah, I believe so.
of hockey operate. How do you get that job?
He'd be a good GM for a while.
Play hockey for like 5-6 years at minimum.
Was Shanahan
3
ever a
years.
GM?
Yeah, he had. No, who was the GM before Dubas?
He's in the Islanders now.
Lou
Lamoriello.
I was gonna say that. I wasn't confident in my
Yeah.
answer though. He might have not been.
Yeah, he might have just went straight to.
Who wasn't he the head of player safety or whatever for?
He was.
Right, like
Yep.
when they first introduced
He only ever
it.
have that job for a season.
Oh yeah, Pronger. That's.
And
how
you
is
have to be
Pronger-
like one of the worst, like Rafi Torres is going to be the next head of player safety. That's what it is.
And it turns out you can be employed by an NHL team and still have this job at the same time. So, who was Pronger? Was it Coyotes? Were they
Coyotes
eating his
had his
contract?
contract at the time.
Oh god. Yeah, I don't even know who does it anymore. I don't really care, but
So, I just want to get into the draft for a second.
oh god, this hurts my head.
Kako has like 5 goals, I believe,
he's
in
doing
5 games,
Insane, yeah.
and is just doing crazy stuff with the puck.
Mm-hmm.
And Jack Hughes has 0 goals.
Yeah, he's definitely not making a case for the number one. I said before I would take Capo.
Really?
I said that before.
What are the odds that New Jersey takes Capo?
No, they go with the safe bet.
Is that safe?
Isn't
though?
Capo? Are they both centers? I think they're both centers, right?
No, I believe they're both wingers, and
They're
Hughes
playing
projects
center?
to be a center.
I think I read something that says Capo is projecting to play center too.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Capo's a for sure winger. I had a last minute. I think I saw it on like Instagram. It popped up where tickets for the Clark Cup final, which is the USHL,
Yeah.
and it's the Chicago Steel against Sioux Falls Stampede.
Don't the Hawks have a prospect on the Chicago Steel right now?
I have no clue because I didn't recognize anyone.
It's I actually know who it is. Isn't it? Is it a Shea brother maybe?
I don't know.
They have someone on that team.
No clue. I didn't realize that it was affiliated. But yeah, because they had posters of. So we ended up going to game 3. Real cheap tickets. My son loves hockey, so I figured I'd bring him to a game where he could sit second row off the glass.
Yeah, you ain't doing that at a Hawks game.
Yeah, you ain't doing that at a fucking any game.
I mean, Arizona.
On the glass, though, it's still going to be expensive.
I mean, probably 150.
But, yeah, I'm not taking my 3-year-old. I'm not spending $150 for him to not watch the game.
I'm talking about for you.
But, yeah, I didn't realize they had banners of all their alumni. And there are some okay players in the NHL.
Can't imagine anyone huge. I'm sure there is, but I can't.
Jacob Slavin.
His brother. That's who it is. I'm pretty sure his brother is playing on that team.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't notice anyone. I know there were some last names. They're like, oh, I wonder if he's related. Oh, there's a Schmaltz.
Are they related?
I don't know. I didn't look it up or anything.
Yeah,
but
Josiah Slavin. Josiah or something.
Huh.
Yeah, as soon as you said that, I'm like, that's who it is. I love that you perfect timing.
But yeah, while we were there, the main reason why we went is because Jim Cornelison, the anthem singer for the Blackhawks.
That's the main reason.
Yeah, honestly, because my son Carter loves the anthem. He freaks out anytime he hears it.
It's way too patriotic for my liking.
So we saw him, and like we're 2 feet away from him. He was taking pictures and stuff. And I swear he sang the anthem at this little game way better than he sings at any Hawks games.
Were there people, was it Black Hot Stuff, where they were cheering during it, or?
No, it was silent.
That's probably why it sounded a little better.
I mean, there's like literally maybe 5,000 seats.
Better acoustics, you know.
But yeah, as we're sitting there, I think it was like in the second period, all of a sudden they put on the big screen. Joe Quenneville was there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Quenneville. Coach Q was there.
That's cool.
Sitting on the glass.
Wonder why he was there.
I have no idea. Just taking in a game, I guess.
Shouldn't he be in Florida by now?
Right? That's what I was thinking.
Why are you here? I mean, the weather is nice here now. Well, today's
not yet.
warm.
The weather hasn't been nice
warm.
yet.
I mean, temperature-wise, yeah.
But
rain-wise, not so much.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool. I mean, the Chicago Steel got their ass kicked, but it was a fun little game to go to.
Ow.
It's always nice to go to these little games because beer is cheap as hell.
Oh, is it like $5?
Hot dogs are hot dogs are $2.
Actually normal priced.
Yeah, I got a tall boy of Goose IPA for $6.
Speaking of which, just speaking of beer in general. It was funny, I was at Mariano's the other day, and someone told me that the dude supposedly did a... Why am I not thinking of the beer? It's Three Floyds.
Zombie Dust?
No, I think it's the
Alpha
other
King?
one. I think the Alpha King. There for like $2-3 after like 8 or 9 or something like that. Like
Wait,
right
what?
before they're closing, pretty much. I didn't check it out.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Like get a 6?
No, they have bars at Mariano's.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't know they had Zombie Dust.
You can pretty much go to like Mariano's and just
sit there. Yeah, all the cheap fucking beer there too. You get like a draft for $2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And since
good
they're
shit.
about to close, they're probably like, just take it. But we were there just like trying to buy food really quick, or just like dinner or whatnot, and then food for the next day, just like run in and run out kind of thing. It was so crowded.
The bar there?
Well, the bar was packed. Like there was not a seat open at the bar.
The one time
This
I
was at like
went to the bar
8:30
and
at
had a beer
night
there.
on like a Tuesday or something.
I mean, it's cheap fucking beer.
And then
You're not getting those prices anywhere else.
we went back to Marino's the other, or maybe, oh no, we both went, because I was dropping my wife Brenda off at work, and she needed to grab just lunch, so she was going to grab a salad. So this Marino's is set up. First floor is like it's your hangout area, you got your coffee, your juice area, you got your, pretty much anything that you order to eat there that's all downstairs. And then upstairs is the actual grocery store. It was 6:30 on like a weekday, so the fucking place was bumping.
Yeah.
Like it was like, get me the hell up this escalator as fast as possible, because there's too much going on down there. Like the bar was full, like people were
you
standing
need a
and
beer
drinking.
if you're gonna be shopping there at that time.
Yeah, because it's stressful. It's so crowded.
It's crazy.
Like,
You could walk around with your beer too.
yeah, it's very cool. But I don't know. I just thought it was funny, like just people chilling at Mariano's, which I guess, considering how expensive beers are in the city, yeah, not a bad idea. But to follow up on the previous thing that we were talking about before, really quick, Hawks were facing Detroit. That was the series in 2013 that they were down 3-1,
Yeah.
and they came back. That was 2013.
I thought that was 10 for some reason.
I don't even know if they faced them in 10, actually. They faced them in 2009. I know.
Right.
Did they even face them in 10?
I don't know. I don't remember.
You irked me.
I know they faced Philly.
You irked me. They faced Philly. They faced Nashville. They faced the Sharks.
They faced the Sharks?
Pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I don't know what the first round matchup was. I don't think it was any of those.
Probably Minnesota.
Probably. They might have.
Most likely sweeping Minnesota.
No.
5 games, maybe.
They faced Minnesota like 2 or 3 times, and I remember it started
I think
off
it never
like...
went...
No, I think the first time it went to like 5 or 6 games, and then the next year it went to like 5 games, and then the year after, or the next time was they swept them. I think they swept them in 2015, but I could be wrong. Minnesota, they just... They can't put it together, can they? Path to the finals. Let's find out. No, I don't want them. Why did I not find it? Oh. The Blackhawks defeated the 7th seed Predators and the 3rd seed Canucks, and then swept the Sharks.
Vancouver. Should have known
when
that.
When it was fun.
Yeah, the Sedin sisters.
I don't think they'll ever be like that against Vancouver again.
The hate won't be there.
Not for at least this group of players that are there right now.
I like this group of players.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think there'll ever be hate between the two.
I don't know. All it takes is one asshole.
Bad hit or...
Don't they have Roussel on their team?
They do.
So, there you go.
Potential. Yeah, I guess the Sharks were the first seed that year, and they swept them, though. That was cool. They beat the Predators and the Canucks in 6. Oh, that was a good year. I don't really have anything else, unless, we could do just one armchair GM thing each, and then call it after that.
Deal.
Unless you have something else. I already have mine picked out for you. I came prepared.
I could probably find... Well, you do yours first, then. I'll go.
Well, I already have mine, though.
Exactly, so do it.
So you're going to multitask? How do you do that?
Someone liked my post.
What was your post?
I don't know. I gotta look.
I've looked at your post. The other day, I was curious how often you were going on there, and I clicked, because you can click on just the people's names,
Yeah.
and it tells you everything that they've liked and commented on.
I have 147
Jesus.
posts and
God.
47 likes.
You're a monster.
But yeah, the one guy traded. What was the trade? Oh, no, he made his team was Nashville, and he made a bunch of trades, getting a bunch of players and signing free agents and shit. leaving him with 0 cap space to sign Yossi next year.
So you're just letting Yossi walk.
So I just said, like, what are you doing with the next season then? Like, Yossi needs a big raise, and they also have Granlund, who will be a UFA that year, too.
Yeah, I'd like Granlund there, too. I think that's a good fit. Did he ever respond?
No, of course not. People usually don't respond when you make sense.
I'm trying to think what I want. So, the team that I picked, the team that's making this race up is Florida. They made some signings. I don't know if they're all. As far as I can tell, they made two. They made 2 bid signings, and then
Panarin
they made
and Bob?
3 trades. Panarin's one of them at $10 million for 5 years. I think he'll try and get more years than that. 10 mil sounds right.
10 mil sounds good.
The other one. Okay, so the other one is based on. I tried to get something away, but the other one's based on a trade. They're trading for the rights of another player and signing them. But
So they're trading for Trouba?
Yeah. It's called Talon Goes Hard. So we'll start with the Winnipeg one. You won't really. I mean, they trade away 3 things in that one. One of them being a pick. Not a pick from this year either.
Is it a first, at least?
Yeah, it's
okay.
It's a first for next year.
Was like Pizik or Matheson?
Yeah, Matheson's one, and I don't think you'll get the other guy.
Is it a prospect or a player?
I think it's a prospect. I don't recognize the name.
It's not Owen Tippett.
No. I would recognize that one, surprisingly.
Trying to think, because I've been looking a lot lately.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of other people making moves, and I can't think of any prospects from.
Suron Noel?
Oh, yeah.
Noel?
No idea. Never heard of him.
The other thing I'm seeing now, too, you know who Weeder is, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't done. I mean, 2 years, 1.4 mil sounds right to you, right? That's not crazy.
That's not terrible.
Like he's had a good year.
Sure.
Not amazing or anything,
Sure.
so it doesn't warrant anything huge. The other, so he trades with Pittsburgh and Ottawa. Which one do you want to go to? Let's go.
Is he trading for Kessel?
No. So
Okay.
you want to do Pittsburgh. He gets 2 things from Pittsburgh. One thing is of note. The other one, not so much.
It's not a Malkin trade, is it?
It's a Malkin
Oh,
trade.
God.
And then he gets Marcus Pedersen.
Okay.
And then they sign him to some cheap deal, 2 years, $2 million or something.
So they're giving up Trocheck?
Yeah, yep.
Um,
You've been looking at way too much of this because you're just nailing them.
What else could they give up? Is Pizik in this one?
Yeah. I don't even know if you might do all 4 things just off the bat. And it's one more player and then a pick.
There's probably a second in there, a third.
No.
It's a first?
It's this year's first.
Oh, look at
You
that.
didn't do this guy enough respect. Although, I don't know, you might be overpaying, honestly.
Player.
One more player. I think it's a prospect. But you'll know. I know you do.
It's not Tippett. Is it Tippett?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's everyone on that one. Jesus fuck. And then the last one's just they're trading one thing away and getting a pick, so they're pretty much playing some cap. I don't know how much this guy makes, but I'm sure.
Trading to who is it again?
Getting
Trading to Ottawa, so
They're getting a
the
third
guy's a
round
shitty
pick.
cap. I don't think, is it Luongo? Like,
No.
there's no one really on the team with a shitty cap hit.
I'm trying to see how much he made, so I'm curious if that's actually what it is, or if they're just trying to get a pick out of this.
I would have said Bugstad, but they traded him already.
I mean, he's only under contract for 1 more year after this year, so.
Is he a defenseman or he's got to be a forward because their defense isn't. Goalie?
Yeah.
Reamer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only making 3.5, but.
I guess. Are they signing a goalie then?
No.
So what's their goalie?
That's actually a very good question. As
Luongo
far as I'm
and-
looking at this, there's not a recognizable goalie name for me.
Go. Well, scroll down. They
Oh
show
yeah, I
goalies.
could look
yeah.
at the. Yeah, you're right. Do they show goalies? Oh, there's
Yes.
goaltender. Luongo, and they signed a goalie, Samuel Montemboult.
Cool. So
So they're betting on Luongo being healthy.
So they're not going to be a
apparently.
good team. That's
No.
basically what you're saying. Sounds like their defense barely upgraded. I mean, Truba, I guess, is a
Their defense
decent
definitely
upgrade.
upgraded, and their
But
forwards
Trocheck-
upgraded by free agency more so than the trade. Because honestly, I'd rather just keep Trocheck.
Yeah, Trocheck.
It's not worth trading away Tippett and
That's not gonna
Pizzit. How do you say
jump.
that one?
Pizik.
Pizzit. I don't think it's worth trading Pizzit and Tippett and a first and Trocheck for Malkin.
I mean, the value's probably fine,
you think so?
but I just wouldn't do it.
I don't. Yeah,
Not for that team. They don't. Not if you're getting rid of Trocheck. I feel like it's a lateral
Is
move.
the upgrade really that much?
Not that. No.
I don't think it is. Yeah, unless it's a money thing, but I'm pretty sure Malkin makes more money.
Malkin makes
Yeah.
almost 9.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. I mean, Truba, go for it. Oh, and they signed him to a 5-year, $7.3 million. Not terrible.
I could see that.
Yeah,
I could see that. It's not bad.
and that
He could
trade
probably
I'm
get
fine
more,
with,
though.
But I don't know if they do that. I don't know. Is Matheson's older, isn't he?
No,
No,
upper
I think he's
20s
actually
maybe.
younger. I always think he's like 33.
He's like 25.
Yeah, I think he's one of those guys I always like, oh yeah, he's old.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh no, he's 27, 26. Yeah, I mean, overall, it's not the worst thing ever, but I don't know why you do that Pittsburgh trade. Doesn't make sense to me.
I've seen that Pittsburgh trade a few times.
Really? Oh, you might have actually seen this thing. You might have. Because I remember seeing a thing you commenting about. Because they're bringing up the fact that everyone keeps bringing up the fact that Panarin said that Florida's Panthers don't have fans.
Which he never actually said that.
Yeah, and then this guy said, but it was clarified that he was reading a quote from a fan saying why he would want to go to Florida. So he's pretty much trying to. I think what he's trying to
It
say.
wasn't even
is,
why he would want to go to Florida. It was would he go play with Barkov?
Oh.
That was
I
the
think
question.
worst case scenario, like he would want to go there and actually. I don't think. First of all,
If you win, you're gonna get fans. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter where you go.
if you do well enough, and if you're that good of a player, you will just like. I'd like Florida.
I would go to Florida second.
Yeah, I would-
especially with QB in there now.
If I was there, like, I would be going to games. Like those tickets can't be that expensive. Like,
Oh god, those are
fuck
cheap
yeah,
tickets.
let's go. But getting good players like getting Panarin, that will help fill seats. Doing well, that will help fill seats. Like this team's doing all the right things already. Depending on how the offseason goes, they could potentially. Now, I'm not saying they'll compete for a cup next year, but it wouldn't surprise me if they did. I mean, look at where Carolina made this year. Like, would not surprise me at all.
All right, I'm just gonna do this one just so we can do it quick and not be searching for a while. So he's the Islanders, and all his signings are fine. He signs. They have a lot of UFAs,
Like to re-sign their.
but apparently this says Barzil's an RFA next year.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Capfriendly says it, or just
Yeah. But okay, so he signs Brock Nelson 4 years, 5 mil, 5.5.
Yeah, that's fine.
He signs Leonard to 4 years, 5 mil. I think he maybe go 2 years, 3 mil.
Who does that though? He's older, isn't he?
I want to say, what is he, 27, 28?
I think he wants more. Is that what you're saying? They want less though.
I don't think you give Leonard more just because of one season.
I think. I don't think he'll sign for much less though. Honestly,
I just don't want to give him 4 years.
depends on how old he is. I mean, age isn't the most important.
I would want to give him like 2 years.
Leonard. He's 27.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's. I don't think that's that insane. Honestly, how much? What was it? 4 years.
4 years, 5.25 mil. 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 4 years,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of okay with that, honestly. Like that's not. He just stood on his head for them for
Yeah, it's not
not
fair.
just
You
for
still have
one
Grice
game.
though, and Grice did good too.
Wow. I
I
don't
feel
know.
like you could afford to risk it with him.
I don't.
With
I wouldn't want
Grice.
to lose him, honestly.
But then he signs Anders Lee to 6 years, 7 mil a year.
That's fine.
That's okay. I can see that.
Yeah. He's the captain, right?
Yeah. That's another thing I keep seeing. Every team is signing Anders Lee. Like, no, the Islanders are not just going to let him.
No.
They're not
Is he
going to make him
restricted or
their.
unrestricted?
No, he's unrestricted. But they're not going to make him their captain unless they have a good feeling that he's going to stay.
Yeah, I mean, even though he's still an unrestricted, he can go to the Islanders and be like, they just offered me 6 mil.
Like, I bet he has a deal worked out already.
He'll probably be like, they offered, worst case scenario, he'll be like, they offered me 6 mil, give me 6.5, and I'm staying with you.
Right.
They'll probably like,
yeah, they
take
probably have a agreement where if anyone offers him anything, he comes to them.
Yeah.
And they can match
Pretty
it
much talk to them before making
before
a
he
final decision.
signs anywhere else. Yeah. Then they signed Jeff Skinner to 7 years, 8.25.
I think the amount's fair and everything.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think Skinner goes there, though.
no, I don't think there's
What's
any
the
way
draw?
Skinner
Why?
goes
Why?
there.
Like, say they offer him that, he's gonna get that offer somewhere else.
You go there to play with what, Barzal?
I mean, Anders Lee's a.
Oh my
decent
God,
player.
he put him on the third line too.
Who?
Skinner.
What? Why?
They have Komarov on the second line.
So you're paying someone 8.5 mil pretty much to be a third line player? I mean, like, I understand balance and scoring and all that crap. If I'm paying a guy 8.5 mil, he better be playing on my top 2 lines.
But this is the reason why I wanted to go to this one. I'm gonna tell you what they gave up and to what team, and you tell me what they got back.
Okay.
Okay. So they traded with Nashville.
Oh god.
They gave up Dal Cole. Who do you know who Dal Cole
Yeah,
is?
he's a good prospect. I think he's a forward. Isn't he a center actually?
I'm not sure honestly.
He's a good prospect. He's supposed to be pretty good.
He played this year for like 10 games, and that's it.
He's like 19 though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's really young.
Yeah.
But then they gave up a first round pick.
I mean, you should get something decent back in return. That's all they gave up, and they get one thing back.
They get 2 things back. It's a player and a pick.
So they're going for Yossi.
Nope.
Is it not a defenseman?
Nope.
Oh shit! It's not. It's a goalie. That wait. No, they're signing Lanier though. I don't need a goalie. It's a forward then. Who's on that team that you want forward wise?
Right.
Ryan
This one's
Johansson?
ridiculous for
And wait,
the
the guy's
Islanders.
on.
the guy's the Island. He's picked the Islanders team. Like he's
So
he's
he-
training for the Islanders.
It's like he's an Islanders fan. You would imagine.
you would hope. Well, let me
You
look
would
at
guess.
what's his name.
That would be your
yeah,
guess.
his name is Isles Fanatic. So
Is he? Ryan Johansson? I don't.
No.
I'm
Think
flustered
worse.
now.
Think worse.
I'm very flustered because you're trading a very not
solid prospect and
Yeah, solid prospect.
middle first
solid
round pick
forward prospect though, and a first pick that is in
in the 20s, mid 20s.
21, 22 area. So I would think you would want a defenseman, especially with their defense. I would think you want a defenseman back.
Nope, definitely a forward.
Wow. What Torres is on that team, I guess.
Yes, he is.
Is it him?
Kyle Turris.
Oh my God! Why?
And they're getting a 4th back.
He did so bad though.
He sucks. He's terrible. Why are you giving up a first alone and then a prospect? Like I wouldn't give up either of those.
I
for
would
Turris.
give
I would give up the 4th.
second. I would give up a second round pick for him.
I don't even think I'd give up a second.
Probably not, especially when you think
He's
Aho
making
was
6 mil too.
When you're looking at Aho being drafted second in the second round in 2015, yeah, that's
And they slot him in as a second line center above Brock Nelson. I think Brock Nelson's better.
I mean, okay, I do too, but if you know what, throw Skinner in at center or a second line center and see how he does. 'Cause
Yeah, no shit.
And that's the thing, though. You have to keep in mind with Skinner. Skinner. I'm not saying he had like great. Like he had a younger Aho. Like he didn't have the most amazing players to be with. He didn't do well though. I'm not saying they were great players he's with, but they weren't bad.
This guy also trades away Nick Leddy and Josh Hosang for Kevin Fiala. from Minnesota.
Why? I feel like you're overpaying there too,
So
honestly.
let's just look at his defense for this team real quick. He's got his top pair, Ryan Pulock and Adam Pellich.
Cool.
You heard those people before?
I've heard of Pollock just because of NHL though franchise.
Then
mode,
his second line is Johnny Boychuk, and a guy you might have heard.
Boydchuk's old.
The guy you might have heard for all the wrong reasons. Sebastian Aho. The other one.
Yeah.
The bad
I always
one.
forget he's there. He's still young though too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's young. That's what I'm saying though. His entire defense.
Why would you trade
besides
away your
Johnny
number one? I
Boychuk.
mean, Letty's by far their number one. That's one of the biggest Blackhawks mistakes right there is trading Letty away. But going back, like, I feel like Skinner needs a top tier playmaker to play with.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's a bad goal scorer
Put
by
Skinner.
himself.
If someone could sign Skinner and Panarin and put them on the line together, magic.
Dude, yeah,
Magic.
that'd be great. But Skinner with Brock Nelson and someone. I'm not saying Brock Nelson's bad. I don't like. Imagine you need.
He's not the playmaker that you need.
Yeah, you need an Eichel level playmaker.
Like if
you
you're signing
need
Skinner,
that.
you're putting him on a line with Barzal.
Yeah, you have to. That's the only way he's going to succeed.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're going to
De
do it.
Villiers is the other winger on that line.
He's not bad though. He's on the third line.
Yeah.
'Cause he's really young too.
He's young, yeah.
They have a solid young team that can become something, but man, those are bad. It's weird because normally when you go on this website, especially when like now,
It's bad for the other reason. Like
yeah,
they're not giving
when
up
we
enough.
do these, like I'm definitely thinking like I went straight to Yossi. I'm like, well,
Yep.
they're gonna want the moon,
Yep.
Yossi, and it's
No,
like,
that's why I went to this one because it's one of the first and only ones I've seen that
Yeah,
they've just hurt their own team. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
most of the time it's like a second round pick for Patrick Kane. It's like, shut the fuck up now. Wow, that's something. I mean, I guess that's where we end this one. Islanders fans, you good luck. Luckily, that guy's not the GM of that team.
I don't see the Islanders really getting many free agents.
I don't think they're
I
going to do
don't think they
anything.
could
I think they
attract
need to
anyone.
wait like another year or two before they go crazy.
I mean, having a good year probably helps a little bit, though.
I just don't see who's going. Like who right now? Like when you look at that team,
If
there's.
they can make a deal for Trouba,
I mean, they need help on defense.
that would be a
Boydchuk-
good move
Is
for them.
Boydchuk their second best defenseman still?
He's making $6 million still.
He's like 35, 36.
I think he might be old. Yeah, no, 35, 36 sounds right.
Like you need to start. I know Sebastian Aho, defenseman, is supposed to be decent. I don't know if he's supposed to be that good, but no, he's making $6 million for 2 more years, and he's 35. You need to start shifting people, and like I just don't think Sebastian Aho. I don't think he's projected to be a top 2 defenseman.
No. Don't they have solid prospects though?
Probably, I would hope.
Yeah,
I
from
mean,
that Tavares trade. Oh wait, they held on to him.
It's funny too because I believed you for a second. I'm like, oh yeah, they probably did get something. Then you said that, I'm like, oh, that's right. No, they definitely let him walk.
They're stupid.
I mean, you could say that about Columbus right now. Look how
Yeah.
that turned out for them.
I mean,
At least they won a round finally, and
for the first time ever,
To be fair, if you're gonna win
spectacular fashion.
if you're gonna
Yeah.
win your first round series ever, or your first playoff series ever, that's the way you want to do it. That was a great damn way to do it. So, was it worth it? No, I don't know.
I mean, I did look at their team, and I've seen like other people like
Columbus or Islanders?
Columbus make like small moves that would make their team decent.
Competitive still.
Yeah, it could keep it
Double team.
competitive, but it's never going to be
No.
as
You're
good
getting
as
ready
it
to-
was.
you're-
You're losing 2 top 6 players.
Yeah, you're dangerous. Like 2 of your top 5 guys.
Yeah, and then your
Possibly
your
top 2
superstar
guys.
goalie.
Well, I'm counting Bob. Who's the other? They're losing.
Duchesne also.
Well, I don't know. I think he stays. I'm saying that with.
I don't know.
For some reason, I feel like he's staying. I don't have anything else.
Yeah, I'm good.
We will be back next week when hopefully the Sharks come back and beat St. Louis.
Yeah, no shit.
Ooh, we're gonna have to find topics for next week.
Next week's, yeah, it's
That's
gonna be a tough one.
Because it's literally just gonna be 2 games. Well, potentially.
Yeah,
2
it
games.
might be one game.
It might only be a 1-game recap, and then a Twitch. Let's go Boston.
Yeah, that's really it.
And then it might be an hour of Armchair GM. We'll figure it out. Whatever.
All right.
And that does it for this episode. We will be here next week. Bye.